He looks even younger now. Experts baffled as Jungkook's 2025 visuals outshine his debut era. Internet can't handle it. Flushed face, purple heart. What if time didn't move forward for Jungkook, but backward? What if, instead of aging, the world's golden vocalist from BTS seemed to grow even more youthful, glowing with a surreal freshness that defies biology, logic, and the passage of years? That's exactly the question echoing across the internet right now, because in 2025, as Jungkook reappeared publicly after his military service, millions of fans and even professional analysts are asking in disbelief, how does he look younger than he did when he first debuted in 2013? This isn't mere fandom exaggeration. The moment Jungkook appeared in newly released photos and short clips from his official schedule following his discharge, timelines across X, TikTok, and Instagram exploded into chaos. "He looks even younger now," wrote one fan, their words quickly mirrored by thousands. Others claimed that this wasn't just a matter of styling. His face, posture, and aura seemed to carry a timeless vitality, as though he had stepped out of a dream from BTS's debut days. It was a surreal sight. The same Jungkook who had once stood shyly beside his six bandmates during their 2013 debut showcase, now radiating with maturity and confidence, yet somehow possessing the untouched glow of youth. How is this possible? In a world where time is cruel to most, Jungkook seems immune to its passage. When news broke that Jungkook had secured number 4 in the top 100 most handsome faces of K-pop 2025, even beauty analysts admitted they were baffled. His placement wasn't simply an award, it was proof that his appeal had transcended eras. BTS may be on hiatus due to their military service, but their visual and cultural dominance remains unshakable. What stunned experts most wasn't just Jungkook's position, but the fact that he managed to climb the ranks during a hiatus. He had been out of the spotlight for nearly 2 years, and yet, his presence never dimmed. Industry experts point to a combination of genetics, discipline, and the unique aura that only Jungkook seems to possess. Most idols return from the military looking tougher, more rugged. One stylist told Seoul Entertainment Daily. But Jungkook? He came back looking 10 years younger. It's like time rewound for him. The timing of this revelation couldn't have been more dramatic. As the top 100 most handsome faces of K-pop 2025 list went viral, fans noticed that BTS members continued to dominate global charts and public attention, even during their service hiatus. All 7 members had completed enlistment by June 2025, marking the end of an era and the beginning of another. One that seems to revolve around their rebirth as both individuals and icons. Jungkook's placement at number 4 instantly set social media ablaze. In a year dominated by emerging artists and fresh faces, his ranking symbolized more than popularity. It represented longevity, something exceedingly rare in an industry obsessed with novelty. "He's not competing with rookies," wrote one columnist. "He's competing with time itself, and somehow, time is losing." Adding to the fascination, a newcomer from the rookie group AHOF, known only by the stage name jeon, debuted at number 3, right above Jungkook. The rise of AHOF has captivated younger fans. Their debut EP, Who We Are, released in July 2025, sold 369,850 copies in its first week, an extraordinary figure for a new group. Their performance on the show only days after release, where they earned their first win, established them as the year's undeniable monster rookies. Yet, even amid the explosion of new talent and fresh visuals, it was Jungkook's face that dominated the conversation. Fans compared side-by-side photos from his debut era and now, and the results were startling. The 2025 Jungkook appeared more radiant, his features sharper, his skin clearer, his expression softer, a contradiction wrapped in perfection. "It's like he's aging in reverse," one fan tweeted. "He looks younger than the Euphoria era, younger than Butter, younger than debut." The post collected over 1 million likes in under 24 hours. This phenomenon reignited the long-standing online debate that began years ago, the Jungkook aging backward theory, first popularized in 2021 when netizens noted how his features appeared more youthful despite grueling schedules and worldwide tours. At the time, skeptics dismissed it as lighting tricks and good skincare. But now, in 2025, even professionals admit there's something different. Dermatologists, stylists, and beauty analysts began weighing in, trying to rationalize what seems irrational. He's the perfect storm of bone structure, lifestyle, and skincare precision, said Dr. Kim Jae-min, a celebrity dermatologist based in Gangnam. But there's more. His face carries vitality, that spark of youth that can't be achieved with surgery or filters. It's energy, not aesthetics. Fans aren't satisfied with clinical explanations. To them, this isn't science, it's legend. The return of Jungkook, now even more youthful, feels almost supernatural. How does he make time stop? Another fan commented on YouTube. It's like he stepped straight out of 2013, but his confidence, his eyes, they've seen everything. He's not the same, yet he's everything we remember. Behind the fascination lies something deeper: emotion. Jungkook's visuals are not just about beauty. They symbolize hope, resilience, and the rare ability to remain unbroken by fame. When the group announced their hiatus in 2022 to fulfill military duties, fans feared that the relentless pace of fame would fade into silence. But Jungkook's reemergence shattered that fear. By June 2025, as BTS's full lineup completed enlistment, the cultural conversation in South Korea shifted once again to their extraordinary influence. The 2020 revision of the Military Service Act, which allowed globally recognized artists like BTS to defer enlistment until age 30, had already marked the group as national icons. Their service, completed honorably, only deepened public respect. Yet the most unexpected outcome was not the group's unity. It was Jungkook's transformation. Reports suggest that during his service, Jungkook maintained an extreme level of discipline, combining military routines with strict skincare, meditation, and fitness. A soldier who served alongside him told one media outlet anonymously that Jungkook was always the first to wake up, the last to sleep. He'd do extra laps after everyone left. He said he wanted to come back better than ever. Better than ever may be an understatement. AS new idols rise, like AHOF's jeon, who secured number 3. Many have praised the shifting landscape of K-pop visuals. The industry, once dominated by youthful appearances and exaggerated perfection, now seems to celebrate authenticity and maturity. Yet even in this evolved aesthetic era, Jungkook stands as a paradox. Authentically youthful, naturally timeless, his reappearance has inspired a wave of renewed interest in BTS's earlier eras. Streams for Euphoria, Begin, and Still With You have spiked dramatically as fans revisit moments that captured the evolution of Jungkook's artistry and charm. On TikTok, a trending challenge titled #ForeverJungkook features side-by-side transformations of idols from debut to now, and Jungkook remains undefeated in every comparison. The sheer virality of his image has led marketing analysts to describe him as a visual economy, a term rarely used for a single artist. Brands, networks, and even training agencies study his visual trajectory to understand what makes him so universally magnetic. The answer seems simple but elusive. He is not trying to look young. He simply is timeless. This resurfacing of Jungkook's visuals coincides with the broader resurgence of BTS as a cultural movement rather than a band on pause. Despite years of individual activities and global changes, the group's presence continues to dominate digital ecosystems. Every milestone reached by a new group is still measured against BTS. Every record broken comes with the unspoken question, but how would BTS compare? In the grand narrative of K-pop's evolving landscape, Jungkook's latest appearance is more than a viral moment. It's symbolic, a reminder that certain stars never dim, they only burn brighter with time. His ranking in the top 100 is not just a number, it's a reaffirmation of his global power. Even as newcomers like JL from AHOF capture headlines, Jungkook's face remains the standard of beauty and grace that others are measured against. One journalist wrote in the Korea Dispatch, "If JL is the face of the new generation, Jungkook is the bridge, timeless, ageless, connecting eras." So what's next? That's the question echoing through every platform tonight. What will Jungkook do with this renewed global attention? His reappearance in 2025 feels less like a comeback and more like an awakening, a rebirth. Rumors swirl of a solo project, a documentary, or even a surprise collaboration that could redefine the post-military BTS era. Whatever it is, one thing is certain. Jungkook has returned not as the youngest member of a group, but as a living symbol of eternal youth and artistry. As the world continues to replay his new images side by side with old footage, as the debate over his agelessness intensifies, one truth remains constant. Time bends for Jungkook, and the internet bends with it, because no matter how many years pass, no matter how many new faces rise, there will always be that moment, that gasp, that double take, that whispered disbelief, when someone somewhere says it again, like it's the first time. He looks even younger now. Under the blinding lights of Seoul's late spring evening, the name Jungkook rippled across the internet like a spark in dry air. No stage, no comeback, no performance, just one photograph. One moment that shattered silence. The image, taken as he stepped out of a discreet HYB event in June 2025, showed Jungkook dressed simply in black, his hair slightly tousled, eyes calm but piercing. And yet, what caught everyone off guard wasn't the outfit or the pose. It was his face. He looked impossibly young, so young that even the most loyal armies gasped. The boy who debuted 12 years ago looked like he had turned back time. The internet's verdict came in seconds. He looks even younger now. That single phrase dominated trending pages worldwide. Fans, journalists, stylists, and dermatologists all asked the same question. How is this possible? Jungkook, once the youngest member of BTS, had returned from military service with a face that defied reason. The year was supposed to mark his maturity, the natural settling of adulthood, but instead he appeared reborn. In every photo from the event, his skin glowed under the camera lights, his features sharper yet softer, his aura both innocent and untouchable. It was as if he had found a way to exist outside time itself. When the top 100 most handsome faces of K-pop 2025 ranking was released, fans expected him to place high. But seeing his name at number 4 sent shockwaves through the fandom, not just because he was back, but because he had surpassed countless rising idols who had dominated while BTS was away. Despite completing a grueling 2-year military service, Jungkook's face looked fresher than rookies half his age. The data spoke volumes. BTS's temporary hiatus since 2022 hadn't dimmed their power. Every member who had enlisted returned to find that their names still ruled search charts. What caught media analysts off guard wasn't only Jungkook's rank, it was the timing. A new rookie group, AHOF, had just exploded onto the scene. Their member, jeon, a fresh face with a charming smile, claimed 3rd place, just one step above Jungkook. The comparison was inevitable. Articles began to frame the moment as the passing of the torch, suggesting that jeon might be the next generation Jungkook. But fans refused the idea. There is no next Jungkook, one army wrote on Weverse. He's not a trend. He's the blueprint. The rise of AHOF, debuting in July 2025 with their EP Who We Are, marked a new era in idol culture. Their first week sales broke rookie records with 369,850 copies. There went on the show, catapulting them into viral fame. And yet, amid this excitement, one name refused to fade from conversation: Jungkook. As much as the new generation shined, the standard remained defined by him. Even younger idols admitted it in interviews. jeon himself confessed during a fan meeting, "Jungkook Sunbeam was my inspiration. I used to practice his 2018 choreography every night. He's the reason I became an idol." In an unexpected twist, South Korea's military service acquisition of 2020, which allowed top cultural figures like BTS to defer enlistment until age 30, seemed prophetic. It gave Jungkook and his members time to mature, to give more, to leave their mark before stepping away. When they finally did enlist, it wasn't seen as an interruption but a necessary chapter in their myth. And now, as they complete their service and return one by one, that myth is becoming tangible again. The world didn't just wait for them, it evolved with them. But back to the question that haunts fans and experts alike. How does Jungkook look younger now than when he first debuted in 2013? Scientists talk about genetics and lifestyle. Dermatologists mention skincare regimens, yet none of it feels like a full answer. Because Jungkook's transformation isn't merely physical, it's emotional. During his enlistment, he vanished from public life, save for the occasional quiet Weverse post or radio update. Those who served with him described him as focused and grounded. He trained hard, wrote songs in silence, often stayed late after drills, sometimes humming melodies instead of sleeping. One soldier who shared a barack with him told Dispatch, he always talked about wanting to reset. He said he wanted to come back as the best version of himself. When he finally reappeared, it wasn't just his looks that changed, it was his entire presence. There's a calmness now, an aura of clarity that feels unfamiliar yet comforting. Jungkook 2025 doesn't smile like he used to. It's deeper, slower, like someone who's lived 1,000 lives in 2 years. His youth isn't just visual, it's spiritual. That's what makes him so magnetic.